Beside me in commentary today is Ali Mitchell.
Hi Mel, looking forward to this one. It should be a cracking game. So, I've been considering what the captains might decide at the toss, taking into account the weather and the pitch. However, I don't think that'll play into the bowlers' hands much. There should be runs in this wicket. I'll be batting first. Beautiful clear conditions and not a chance of rain.
Brilliant work there from Ali Mitchell. Let's join them down in the middle to find out who'll be batting first.
Mumbai choose to bat first. Not a surprise to anyone, I think. Certainly a good toss to win. Now it's up to the openers to prove the captain right. The left-hander taking the first ball of the day. Lovely player to watch. He'll want to see off the first 20 balls and then start to work into a big innings. Matthews at 2 today will be up the non-striker's end to start things off. He'll look for a big... opening stand. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Doesn't beat the infield. Oh no, that's missed the stumps, and a glorious run-out chance goes begging. Misses everything. That's the over. Mumbai are 4 for none.
End of the first, not many runs off it. A good start by the bowlers.
Going with pace now. Wow, that's missed the lot. Great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. It's taken. Good catch.
In the middle, we want to get the feet moving from the get-go. She's got her tail up.
Oh, great shot.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover. Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Oh, it can be disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just have to accept it and move on. Great shot. At least one on offer.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Power and precision in that shot.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
End of the over. 14 runs coming from it. Mumbai are 18 for 1.
They're off to a great start. Batters timing the ball well, and the bowlers look a little bit rattled. How will the bowler respond?
Quick onto that in the infield. Full stretch and can't take it. Good batting. Should be a quick single.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Straight to the fielder.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s.
Shah shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Well, don't even bother running. End of the over. Shah has really struggled to put any pressure on the batters so far.
Absolutely glorious start. Bowlers need to start finding an answer soon before this gets out of hand. How will she reply?
Couldn't get it through the field.
Nicely through the gap to the boundary. All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? That's too full. Nice shot. Could be four.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary. Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Shot. Should be runs.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
A mix-up, and that's a gift for the fielding side.
Harman, the new batter in the middle. She'll want to get the feet moving, get behind the line of the ball early, and get stuck into her innings.
That well, and it's on the way to the boundary.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Drills that one.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Going with spin now. Can't get that outside the ring field.
just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Can't afford to go too full again. It helps to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. And dropped. There'll be runs here. 11 runs added there. Mumbai are 71 for 2.
Strike rate was excellent. Now they can really get stuck into rotating the strike and setting up a massive score. Well, you can't fault that shot. It's nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Drives it. Wild shot. And what a catch.
Amelia, the new batter, right-hander, will look to settle in quickly.
Will you listen to that crowd? They are loving this. It's difficult to hear yourself thinking here. Right out of the middle of the bat.
Good return back from the deep.
Well, don't even bother running.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary. That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Nicely played.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Drives it, complete miss. Wicket, knocks back the stumps, just stunning bowling.
Left-hander out in the middle, almost ready to face their first ball.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Tried for something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Shot on the front foot. No one's getting that.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
The boundaries are flowing. Need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. And gone. Brilliant reactions to take that one.
New batter in, but will have to wait a bit before facing her first ball.
Super shot, that.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs. That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match. Seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that has stayed hit. Fantastic. Needs a dot ball.
Great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
The left-hander out in the middle will look to assert themselves early on.
Shot. Should be runs.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
I don't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. Just need to keep getting the ball in the right spots and the reward will come. Tucked nicely away off the pads. They'll push hard between the wickets.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
The shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries and 2 balls. Superb catch.
Poor, the right-handed batter out in the middle, doing some quick final checks.
There could be a couple if they hustle.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6. 6 last ball. How will the bowler reply?
That's a solid shot.
Really good scoring. That's 10 from 2 deliveries, making the bowler pay. That was an impressively timed boundary.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment. No point chasing that one. It's racing to the boundary.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Perfection. What a brilliant shot.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Changing the bowling. The Crowns switching it up with some pace. Shah comes into the attack. Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing away.
Had a real flash at that one. Beautifully struck too.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. They'll get at least one.
The short ball's picked up early here. Not the best delivery, but certainly was a good shot to dispatch it.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length around the top of off stump. Eventually it'll force a mistake. On the drive and beats the fielder at point. That'll run away from 4.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Back-to-back boundaries. Can they make it 3 in a row and really put the bowler on the back foot? Finds the fielder with that shot. Mumbai have set a target of 155 runs. This is a massive total to chase, and you just have to stay positive. The openers are going to have to get into it straight away, and there is no settling in. Eager to get bat on ball to start the innings, but didn't get close to this one. That's right out of the meat of the bat.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
Doesn't beat the infield.
The new batter in the middle, right-hander, will want a solid start to their innings. She's got her tail up.
4 all the way, save your legs.
There was a gap there and pulled away with conviction to the boundary. That's the start you want. Awesome shot, and it's flown over the boundary.
Pull shot off the back foot, and it's been cracked away. That'll find the boundary.
Back-to-back boundaries. This time it's 4. Magnificent hitting.
Super batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting pressure on the bowler to respond. Misses everything. Kerr, the spinner, coming into the attack. Wow, that's missed the lot. Great shot, at least one on offer.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary. Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Oh, that's high. Could be safe.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Is starting to really get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum. solid shot, going for 4.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. At the end of the over, the Crowns are 29 for 1.
They're going at 12 plus early on, just what the doctor ordered. Can't relax though, otherwise that required run rate will climb.
Good shot, and it's found the gap.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a punt.
Perry has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. That's a wondrous shot, straight through the covers. And gone. That's a fantastic catch. Diving away.
New batter at the crease. She'll look to settle into her innings quickly and work the ball around.
Solid shot.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right. Well, don't even bother running.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
18 runs added there. The Crowns are 47 for 2.
End of a massive third over. Incredible batting with the fielders up. It's put them ahead of the required run rate early on. A few more overs of this will really put them in the driving seat.
Straight to the fielder. What a delivery.
The left-hander, the new batter in the middle, just about ready to go.
As they get ready to face their first ball, early on you want to get the batter coming forward and getting them to play away from the body before they get themselves settled. Beautifully timed shot.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary. All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Always difficult to focus after what happened the last ball, but just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Good shot, a beauty.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
This has been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it, and the runs are flowing very easily. Couldn't get it through the field. A new bowler is coming into the attack. point chasing that one. It's racing to the boundary.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They could just stand and admire that shot. Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Picks the gap with ease.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved. Fantastic shot off the back foot. Really well timed. Everyone just had to stand, watch, and admire.
Power and precision in that shot.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Quick onto that in the infield. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive one.
5 gone and the ball's been disappearing a lot. To and over the boundary so far. Going at 12 plus and over. This chase is off to a fantastic start. How will she reply?
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s.
Can't afford to go too full again. It helps to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. What a shot. Lovely on drive, and there's little chance of anyone catching that.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Shot. Should be runs.
Half centuries in sight. More shots like that and they'll be well on their way to 100.
The crowd are really getting quite raucous. It's going to be difficult to focus down in the middle with all this noise. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary.
We can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way. Can she come back with a dot ball? Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot. There's no point chasing that.
Oh, it can be disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just have to accept it and move on. Solid shot, going for four.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. A good innings, that's 50. Simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Shot! Punched into the gap, and that's racing away. Dropped. Tough chance. They'll get at least one. Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a good length. Too short and you'll get punished on this pitch. Nice shot.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection. Just textbook. Sees the ball go shorter and gets back fast to pull that shot away for the six.
Great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. Caught! Gone!
New batter out in the middle, but starting from the non-striker's end. You need to wait a bit.
That's off the middle of the bat.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
I don't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. Just need to keep getting the ball in the right spots, and the reward will come. Rocks onto the back foot. That's just beautiful.
Got the hammer down now. Fabulous shot. Well on the way towards that next milestone now. Helped on its way, really. Pivoted onto the back foot and lofted it all the way.
Tried for something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Four all the way. Save your legs.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Plenty of shots being played, so the bowler takes some stick that over.
The batters have left a clutch of fours and sixes in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory.
Runs required, favour the batters. This needs to be a very, very clean over to stand any chance. Nice shot. There'll be runs here.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
That's all from us in the commentary box. It's been an amazing match. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope to see you soon.